Hi, this is Cypress Golden Bronze, and this is my voice, and I'm in the closet. What does that mean? That means that some of the things that I've said in the past and the things that I've done and some of my writing is in the closet. People didn't agree with me about the Obama situation. They don't agree with me about religion. So everything that I say is in the closet, but people listen. But they're listening, but it's in the closet. Close the door, boom. Open it up, people knock, they want to know, and then close the door. That's why I call this format, the new format that I'm doing, my voice in the closet. Okay? I'm doing this morning. I wasn't going to do it because I usually don't do anything. Oh yeah, I do Sundays. I do something on Sundays. It all depends on what has happened, because that's what I focus more on, what's happening in the community and in our society of today. And the one thing that has happened is that a good person went through their transition. His name was Carl Cohen. He lived in Chicago, Illinois. He worked as a janitor at all the theaters, ETA, Black Ensemble Theater, and God knows where else. And a friend's house that gave him a bed to sleep in for many years, for almost over 20 years. But at the end, I read, because it was just announced, R.I.P. Carl Cohen. They didn't say what happened to him. People that knew him, they're going to ask that question. If you knew Carl. And here's a little description. He was practically homeless. He left home, I believe it was Indiana. His mother was very beautiful. I think she was an intelligent woman too, teacher, and married. So maybe that stepfather, he didn't get along with. I don't know, but whatever it was, he never went back. He never went back to live there. It was like talking to air, you know. He was a person that at that particular time, I was a singer and I could sing anybody up under the table in Milwaukee. Anybody. Okay, whoever said that I couldn't sing, they got another thing coming, and I'll blow you out right now if you want to. In Milwaukee. Anything in Milwaukee. Except for the little girl that was on the competition shows, American Idol. She was good, but no one. It was just easy to sing people up under the table. And I had a great dream, and that was to be an actress and singer, very big. Most of the people around us wanted to be very big. Everybody wanted to be a professional actor, writer, producer, and just we wanted to look good, have our bodies looking good, just focused on self. Where Carl was the type of person that never it never bothered him to clean the theaters. It just never bothered him. He never asked them to do something else. He did ask for more money, and I'm sorry y'all, but y'all really did him wrong. You would not pay Carl the right amount of money, okay? Yeah, I said it. But, you know, a writer is God. So, you know, you didn't pay him right. But I read a message up under where they announced him. And this one guy said that the people that he trusted the most turned against him. He had no place to live. I did call Black Ensemble Theater yesterday, and talked to a lovely young lady, Miss Gussie's daughter, which it was really great talking to her, but she wouldn't tell me anything either. Only that he lived in a nursing home, but I knew what that was about. The nursing home, you can get a medical card and you can have a place to sleep for a limited of time, and you have a place to bathe, sleep, all that. And that he did. So I never did, by the end of the day, never found out what happened to Carl. And I'm going to find out, because I'm going to ask and I'm going to seek it. Because that person was the best, one of the best people I have ever known in my lifetime. A person that didn't want to be a fabulous star, you know, and yet a good person. Never smoked or drank, did drugs. He was around it, but he never did it. That wasn't him. He was just plain old Carl. And kind and nice. And I had a bit hard time because I had a boyfriend that did me really bad at that time and talked about me, did everything he possibly could that wasn't right. And Carl was the only person that was nice to me that I can say. And another director that was there. Everybody else jacked me. It's political. So, when I left that guy, or when I was with him, everybody would take his side, even though they would see him doing bad things to me. Carl didn't. He never did. He would give me a smile and say, everything is going to be okay, Amber. Everything's going to be okay. He was the type of person, once again, that did not want really huge things. I found that most people that are big dreamers, I know a lot of people, that's why I don't fit into those type of groups here in California, because the people are not good. You find that there's something very wrong with them. They would mistreat other people. They'll do anything to be a star. It's like this Oscar thing. I don't know why we're asking entertainers to not go to a boycott. They're not revolutionaries. They're just actors and actresses and actors, singers, rappers. Those are not people that are involved with government or anything that's not right or wrong. They're horrible at that. Even though during the revolution we had not Sidney Poitier, but Harriet Belafonte. I wouldn't say Sidney Poitier, but I guess he was. And a lot of other would speak up, but you can't expect them not to show up to try, just so they can show themselves how they look, what they got on, and all that. That's important to them. And people that are like that are not good friends. Trust me, I learned that over the years. That's why here I keep them at arm's distance. Some people look for hookups and want to run with stars. I don't. Because I want to be at peace in this half of my life. I want to be happy. I want to walk naked in my apartment all the time. That means I don't want anybody in here. I'm so content because I've known some ruthless people in my day. And Carl was the sweetest person I ever known. Now, they're not saying what the details are of his transition, which is really scaring me because I hope nothing happened to him. I hope no one hurt him physically. I really hope not. Yeah. So I would like to use this webcam to not speak of people like Obama, no successful people on this webcam. know people that like to be big and will do anything to have the favor of other people, because he did not stick in there with black people. He did not. Poor people. He did. Don't trust him again. But I'm not talking about him. Not now. My focus is Carl. Carl is a star in my life. And I thank you, Carl, for being the person that was there when I was going through so much in Chicago. And he was just the man that cleaned the theater. Thank you for teaching me that. Because somewhere up the road I was going to live in California, and you definitely have to know not to get close to stars. They're not nice people. A majority of them aren't. That the only thing they think about is how they look, what play they're going to do, what movie they're going to do. Especially back in those days. They did. That's the only thing that matters. And they'll step on anybody to do it. I never, ever saw beauty in people like that. But Carl, you were the bomb. And it's sad that it looks as though he didn't get what he really wanted, or what we wanted for him. He was content. He never complained. You know how you could be around people and they complain? I'm one of them. Yeah, and they complain about this and they complain about that. And when you talk to them, you know that you're going to talk about something that is complaining. He never complained and had a reason to. Because he was kind of heavy and he couldn't, the people where he stayed, they would put him out in the garage and in the basement in cold weather. I think they gave him a heater out there because I said, that is ridiculous. And they mistreated him, talked about him, everything. These great, successful wannabes. But one thing that they should have learned from him is just to be. And be happy being just you. Love you, Carl. I gotta go. This is my voice. And I'm in the closet. Ashe.
Sing a little bit for me.
I've had some good days. I had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days. And some sleepless nights. But when I look around and think things over, see all of my good days, well, I wave my bad days.
Oh my God.
Still I won't complain. See now, he been so good to me. Been so good to me. More than this whole world will ever be. He been good to me. You see, God, when I'm down and out, He dried all of my tears away.
Oh my God.
He turned my midnights into day. So I just say, thank you, Lord. Though I've been lied on, I say thank you, Lord. Though I've been talked about, but thank you, Lord. Though I've been spit on, I still thank you, Lord. You know, sometimes my bills get due, and I just don't know where my money coming from. I want to thank you, Lord. See, now, I